Coma. As someone who was familiar with the letter of the law, you wouldn't imagine that would have been you wouldn't have imagined that would have been the excuse that he went to, but he did. And we'll get into the full story in just a little bit. Right now, though, let's roll through what remains of the news. What is going on in the world?
Well, sad news today. My Psy and Patrick Schwarzenegger have split.
Well, Miley Cyrus and Patrick Schwarzenegger breaking up seems sad on the face of things, Funkhauser. But on the bright side, a future infant was spared the humiliation of being the grandchild of Billy Ray Cyrus and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Can you imagine that family picnic?
Yeah, he's going to drive his car off of Malibu Canyon when he's 20. Seems like that'll happen.
Yeah. So probably a good idea that those two families don't breed. What else?
Well, if this vote counted, I would totally vote for this guy. But guess who's running for president?
Go on.
Rapper Waka Flocka Flame.
The old Waka Flocka. Isn't he the guy with the ice cream cone tattooed onto his face?
Probably.
I know that ice cream was kind of like a watchword in hip-hop vernacular for the last couple of years, but ultimately, now that watchword is starting to die down, that whole sort of like candy paint, ice cream paint job, that whole reference, now people aren't saying that as much, and it's weird. You see different words come in and out of vogue in hip-hop. Cerebellum got used over and over again back in the day. There was there were a bunch of rappers, like Dr. Octagon for a while. Dr. Octagon got very technical and used a lot of medical jargon in his rap music. And he started saying cerebellum, and then all these rappers started saying, like, oh, you feel the beat down to your cerebellum, or whatever the hell it was. And so for a while, lots of people were using the term cerebellum in hip-hop music. Weirdly enough, that piece of the anatomy had a gangster connotation, as did ice cream, ice cream paint job, thanks to some songs that came out over the last few years. So, inspired by that, old Waka Flocka got the ice cream cone tattooed on his face. But now people aren't saying that anymore. It just makes it look like he has a Hello Kitty decal in the middle of his head, and it looks stupid. So I don't think he would get my vote. Sad thing is, he's only the fourth craziest person to join the race. Is there anyone that isn't like just a wild card outsider that has been confirmed for the race so far? I mean, Jeb Bush is probably the most down the middle, boring, we pretty much expected that candidate. But like all the other types, the Rand Paul, Ted Cruz, they're regarded as being fringe dudes that have some pretty out there ways of thinking. And Hillary Clinton, there's a sort of novelty to that because she's potentially going to be the first female president.
Shout out to Hill Dog, by the way. I think she listens.
Shout out to Hill Dog. Have you seen that picture floating around the interwebs? I put it up on my Facebook page, but it's a picture of Hill Dog Clinton mashed together with Bill Clinton. It says Hillbilly. It's very funny. But yeah, I don't think there's one sort of, besides Jeb Bush, I don't think there's one sort of like, oh, that's what we expected type of presidential candidate that has evidenced themselves yet. It's interesting. What else?
Robin Thicke bought his girlfriend a puppy.
Aw. Well, it was either that or be faithful. For Robin Thicke, the choice was easy. And technically, he didn't buy it. He just stole it from Marvin Gaye's kids. Passed it off like it was own. Here, I got you this.
That's too funny.
What else?
The star of a hit Broadway play refused to allow Madonna backstage because she was texting all through the second act.
Yeah, I think he was shocked at her behavior. Not because he considered it to be rude. Shocked at Madonna's behavior because he had no idea that anyone as old as her actually knew how to text.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
She's on her flip phone there.
Yeah. Gam Gam is rocking that razor. What else?
Cincinnati Reds manager Brian Price dropped 77 F-bombs during an interview.
Yeah. Still not as many F-bombs as Funkhauser's going to drop after he realizes that his girlfriend came home and he forgot to clear his browser history.
Oh.
Is your girl cool with that? The browser history thing?
She's rough. She's got rough.
She's open-minded?
Yeah, she's cool.
I mean, also, you do work, your other life is you do work with a lot of people in the adult entertainment industry.
That was the first set conversation we had. I'm like, well, just so you know who I am, I do blah, blah, blah. And she's like, okay. She has to be cool with it from the beginning,
Yeah. Yep. No, I think that's a good thing. I think that's does it ever come into question where she knows the people that you work with and the websites that are involved, and she's like, wait a second, I don't recall you ever saying that you had a contract of employment with Barely Legal Cleft Palate MidgetAmputees.com. What does this mean? You're like, I'm doing market research.
Well, yeah. Well, she's a Google artist herself, so anytime a name or a phrase or a website comes into action, she goes to Twitter and learns a lot.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
About everything. Yeah. No, I got to know everything about everything too. If man, I know it's not the most reliable source of information, but I love Wikipedia. When I go to bed, I often just sit around reading Wikipedia entries until I fall asleep. I love it because you can change it, too. They change it right back, but for about 30 seconds, once because of me, the Walmart entry in Wikipedia just said, sucks.
Boy, you should talk a bunch, but then I've got a hunch. And if I step to you back right down, can't see it through your and you're like Kool-Aid. You're just 10% juice. Punk. And I picture my fist smashing through your teeth, and I'd smile to myself as I watch you start to bleed, and I'd watch you hit the floor and kick your head and while you're down, and I'd make it so you'd never show your face when I surrender. It's about to go down. If you wanna throw down, then you got your showdown here tonight. So come on, put your fists up, or just back that shit up before I jack your face up and do it right. You've been talking about me behind my back for a long time, so step to me and get some balls and say what's on your mind. I bet you'll never do it, I bet that you'll back down, I bet you'll never show your face when I surrender. It's about to go down. If you wanna throw down, then you got your showdown here tonight. So come on, put your fists up, or just back that shit up before I jack your face up and do it right. So best believe I'll break your face. Your own blood is all that you'll taste. You're such a waste, such a motherfucking waste. It's about to go down. If you wanna throw down, then you got your showdown here tonight. So come on, put your fists up, or just back that shit up before I jack your face up and do it right. It's got to go down. If you wanna throw down, then you got your showdown here tonight. So come on, put your fists up, or just back that shit up before I jack your.
Delivering fascinating subjects, interesting talk, and boobs and fart jokes. AD on iHeartRadio.
Yeah, oh, let's go. Talking that mess, better act like you know. Oh, let's go tonight. Walk away, punk, yeah, bitch. That's right, I know this. You're nothing but a punk, bitch. You're nothing but a punk, bitch. So walk away, yeah.
All right, Funkhauser, let's finish up the news. What else is going on in the world?
The NFL released next season's schedule last night.
Yeah. Now you'll know where all your favorite players are going to be in the coming months, other than in jail. NFL hitting 2016 with a bit of a tarnished reputation, even a brawl on the field during the Super Bowl. I find that people are a little bit more excited about baseball this year than they have been in the past. I think, I mean, obviously football season is a big deal. People are never going to stop being fans of football, but I kind of got the sense that a lot of people, when this football season ended recently, they're like, okay, that's enough of that. And usually it's sort of like, oh man, now we have to wait for how long until we get to watch football on television? You know, I think, did you ever see or hear that ad? I don't know if it was a TV ad or just a radio ad, but it was like, it's pretty much my favorite piece of advertising over the last couple of years. And I don't even know what it was for or who was doing the advertising. I think it was some sort of cable package where you could watch all the games or something like that. But it had a guy talking to his wife, and his wife is trying to get him to do something, and it's the start of football season. And he goes, "Game starting now. I'm sitting on lucky couch. Wife, go away." It's pretty. I thought it was funny anyway.
I did not see that.
Finish the news. Go on.
Okay. A quadruple rainbow appeared in the sky above New York and New Jersey. A quadruple rainbow. All the way across.
Thank God it didn't happen in Indiana. The National Guard would be trying to shoot it down. Hey, what day is today?
April 22nd, Earth Day.
Yeah, today is Earth Day. Or as Rush Limbaugh and Sean Hannity know it, Wednesday. For hobbits, it's Middle Earth Day. But for me, every day is Earth Day. It really is. Why? Because I have a plastic bag full of other plastic bags under my sink. Clearly, I love Mother Earth and everything in it. Are you doing anything to celebrate Earth Day?
I'm breathing some more oxygen today.
That's good of you.
A little bit more.
I don't know what it is. I think it's the amount of time I spend by the ocean. You go to the ocean, you go to the Grand Canyon, you go to, I don't know, anything that is natural and enormous. You know, like the cans of all my favorite adult entertainers. But if you go to sort of the Grand Canyon, if you go to the ocean, and you're struck by the enormity of it all, the more time I spend around stuff like that, the more I realize that this whole be kind to the earth thing, Earth Day, recycle, we're killing Mother Earth. No, we're not. Mother Earth did just fine before us and will do just fine after us. We're nothing. We're a mildly successful germ that got off a slide. Now, when we deplete the natural resources that are around at the moment, when we do things like drive animals into extinction because of what it is we're doing, this is who we're hurting. Not Mother Earth. She'll be fine. We're hurting ourselves. We are effing with our own time on this planet. And that's on us. The Earth will be fine after we're gone. The Earth was fine before we were here. We are a blip on the radar. Like I said, we're a mildly successful germ that got off of a slide. And people being like, we're killing the Earth. No, we're not. We're killing ourselves. If we're hurting anybody, we're hurting ourselves. It's like the Pope said. Man, Pope is he's just such a voice for common sense and reason. It's so strange to have that come out of religion. But his whole take on, being gay, who am I to judge? It's not for me to judge. Damn Skippy, which means if it's not for the Pope to judge, it's really not for anybody else on earth to judge, is it? No, that's for the big guy upstairs to judge. If you believe that there's a big guy upstairs that passes judgment, that's a job that he or she does. That's not our thing. Love how the Pope is with that. Love how the Pope is common sense enough to say don't waste food. Wasting food is a sin. It's bad to waste food when there's so many people in this world starving. Let's do something about the grain and butter mountain. I love that. And I love the Pope's take on the environment, where he basically said the earth is a gift to us, and we should treat that gift with respect. It's a gift to us. It's natural resources, the things that the earth allows us to do as we make our way as a species on this planet. Those are all gifts. And when we ruin things that the earth is giving us, we're ruining it for ourselves. Earth will be just fine without us. Happy Earth Day. What else?
The word sustainability is used a lot on Earth Day.
Yeah. Not as much as on days when Pop takes Viagra, but, still a lot.
Consult your physician.
Yeah, continue.
Bacon-wrapped, deep-fried Oreos are now a thing.